home is his castle. As an average person, we are not very familiar with with the specialized knowledge of home, even though the home is closely related to each of us. So I'm going to share the things I collect from webs as a beginning of our conversation. Let's talk about home. Owning a home provides a stable living environment and gives individuals and families a place to call their own. Also, owning a home will improve social proofs, give people a sense of belonging. In economic views, home ownership is always regarded as a significant achievement, signify, uh, signify economic independence. That's all about home ownership. When choosing a home, there's a lot of facts we should consider. Do you have some ideas, Yang?
First about the location, it impacts your daily life more than you realize and shapes your schedule, your budgets, and even your mood. A house is in the right place can make life so much easier. So next time you're house hunting, think about how close you are to the place that matter most. Location isn't just a preference, it's a life choice.
That's quite important. If I had to spend a lot of time commuting every day, my mood will be very bad. What about you, He?
Price is the one of the most important factors when choosing a home. Buyers should set a budget based on their income to avoid taking on too much finalized stress. It's also important to think about the extra costs, like property taxes, maintenance fees, and renovation expenses. For those with a limited budget, government-supported housing or house further from the city can be a good option. But remember to balance the lower price with travel cost and convenience. Using a mortgage calculator can help you plan your monthly payment and manage your money better.
Nowadays, many people take out loans for many years in order to buy a house, which really affect the quality of life.
Yes, just as He says, price is an important factor influencing home selection, but making rational choices in purchasing house is also very, very important, I think, because in today's society, some people might think big, large, or expensive house is better, but I think people should consider from personal or family requirements to choose a most suitable home. For single individuals, compact apartments or studio units are often the go-to choice. These spaces are easy to manage and fit a fast-paced, independent life. For young couples, they tend to lean toward larger homes if they have children, like two bedrooms or three bedrooms apartments. At the same time, they are looking for a home that has better education resources for their children. And for seniors, comfort, safety, and connection are their requirements for selecting a home.
When I was reading Xiaohongshu, I often read posts about families which has two or more children but no way to give them separate room. It's very important to choose a house according to the family situation. Zheng, would you like to talk about the impact from the individual qualifications of home ownership?
Eli eligibility for home ownership depends on the surviving individual qualifications. Key factors include income stability, income score, and employment history, which determine mortgage eligibility, surviving for the down payment and the closing cost are also essential. Additionally, dipped into income review is evaluated to ensure the buyer can manage monthly payments. Some programs offer essentials for first-time buyer or low-income household is financial barriers, personal financial personalities, and meeting later requirements play a crucial role in achieving home ownership.
I couldn't agree more. This largely determines what kind of home buyers can afford. Thank you all for sharing your thoughts on how to choose a house. But sometimes home buyers hesitate not because the house doesn't meet the requirement, but because buyers will face many challenges, such as financial problems. Can we begin with Yang?
Unaccepted costs like property taxes, maintenance, and insurance can hit your heart even after you move in. And for low-income families or first-time buyers, these challenges can seem almost impossible to overcome. Financial literacy and planning are key, but the real challenge is finding a system that works for everyone. Owning a home shouldn't mean breaking the bank.
Yes, due to the wealth gap, the rich can easily own many houses, while the average person needs to work hard to earn a down payment for a house. May I ask about you, Will He?
Home quality is very important for safety and comfort. Poor materials can cause problems like leaks, cracks, and safety risks. When buying a house, check the builder's quality certificate and visit the home to see for yourself. You can also hire a home inspection company to look for hidden problems like weak structures or broken plumbing and electricity. New technologies like industrialized building systems can help build house faster, better, and with fewer mistakes, making them safer and longer lasting.
Indeed, the case of virus physical disease caused by living in houses with excess formaldehyde are still emerging in China. Let's move on to Zheng, please.
Market fluctuations driven by the economic shift and the horse trend significantly impact home selection. Rising interest rates can increase mortgage cost, while house supply the storage may drive up price. Economic downturns, however, could lower demand, creating opportunities for buyers to purchase at the reduced price.
I agree with this. Market volatility can cause prices to rise more than expected. Okay, let's finish up this topic with Hu.
All right, I want to say that purchasing a home isn't just about finding a place you like, it's about understanding a whole set of basics. Things like property types, ownership rights, loans, taxes, contracts, etc. Nowadays, I think most young people will not have too much anxiety and sensitive about purchasing and selecting home comparing to the past. Their knowledge in home ownership is less, and similarly for low-income groups, the lack of funds makes their desire of purchasing a house less urgent. So their knowledge are not enough in home ownership aspect, which might cause them to make an unwise decision when selecting a home. Now, to solve this, I think young buyers and low-income groups really need to tap into professional platforms or institutions that provide reliable information and services to help them selecting a home.
That's well noted. Our topic today also hopes to let more people understand the relevant matters of buying a house. We've identified several challenges that buyers face when buying a home. Now, let's explore the solutions of address these issues. Let's hear from He to get our starts.
Financial knowledge helps people make a smarter decision when buying a house. First, home and communities can offer financial education programs to teach budgeting, credit scores, and how to get loans. Second, banks can provide tools like mortgage calculator and simple online guides to help buyers understand loans repayment. Banks can also offer few financial advice to improve your chances of getting a loan. These steps will help people plan their money better, avoid mistakes, and make the buying a home easier and less stressful.
Thank you for your sharing. This can reduce the probability of overspending and not being able to pay the loan on time. All right, let's proceed to Hu for her points.
Alright, the truth is that buying a home is no small feat, and for many people, the financial hurdles are just too high to clear on their own. So, what can the government do? They could carry out financial assistance programs such as low interest loans, down payment subsidies. These initiatives can take a massive weight off young people and families. And housing policies for affordable homes, governments can partner with developers to build more budget-friendly housing options, especially in urban areas where prices are sky high. At the end of the day, these kinds of initiatives are not just about helping individuals, they're about creating stabilities. When people can afford homes, they invest in their communities, and accordingly, the economy will grow.
A valid point. When people are less willing to buy homes, the government will give people subsidies to encourage people to buy home. Let's hear from Zheng now.
The adoption of the smart building technologies such as the Internet of Things and the automated system not only enhance energy efficiency and the occupant comfort, but also optimize building optional cost. Promoting and widespread use these technologies is crucial for advancing model urban development and achieving green building objectives.
Yes, in this information age, the promotion of more convenience technologies is conducive to urban development. Last but not least, Han, would you like to add something?
Let's think outside the box for a moment. What if approach housing challenge as a community effort? A great solution could be community co-living programs. This involves shared housing space where individuals or families have their private rooms, but share common areas like kitchens, gardens, or workplace. Why is this a good idea? It's uh, drastically reduce individual cost for rent, uh, utilities, and maintenance. Plus, it fosters a sense of community, reducing social isolation. Governments or NGOs could facilitate these programs, matching people with similar housing needs and providing support for shared living arrangements. It's affordable, practical, and great for building connections.
A novel idea. This is a good idea for people who can accept sharing a home. That's all we want to talk about. Taking ownership as an entry point, we discussed the factors that affect home selections and the challenge that that buyers face when buying a home and give some solutions. Thank you all for being here today and contributing to such an engaging discussion.